Have you ever tried zooming into a photo only to be left with a pixelated mess? Ever wished you had the enhanced zoom technology they use in shows like crime scene investigation? Well, guess what, you nerds? Now you can zoom into photos up to 128 times whilst keeping them crystal clear. And it's all thanks to the latest AI technology from Magnific AI. In this video, I'm going to guide you step by step how you can achieve this with your own images. For the people that are here just to look at the images, just skip through. I've got a chapter there, guys, and you can look at all of my projects at the end. So let's get started. Guys, I just want to do a quick shout out to the person that taught me how to do this, Dogan Ural. All right, so let's get the step-by-step process started now. So this is the website. It's Magnific AI, and this is actually the interface. On the left here, which is input image, obviously this is where we're going to put the image, and I'm going to explain all of these prompts now as well. Let's get the image first. All right, so this is actually the image that I want to enhance and zoom in. And there's a reason why. I want to see if I'm able to pick up his fingerprint. Let's see how far we can zoom in. The prompt is very simple. Man showing his fingers. Just make sure you add this style raw, and I just use the aspect ratio 16:9. Okay, so I've actually uploaded the image on the left here. We want to scroll down. Now it's going to ask you what prompt you want to enter. Now for the first prompt, what we want to do is we want to just keep the same prompt that we entered into Midjourney, okay? So I'm just going to put on here, man showing his fingers. I'm not going to include the other stuff. Now going down, we've got 3 tabs here: creativity, HDR, and resemblance. The 2 main ones that we're going to be playing around with is creativity and resemblance. Now I'm just going to make a few adjustments, and I'm actually going to upscale about 5, and we're going to pick which one we think is the closest to the original image. Now each one of these prompts is costing me 5 tokens, and I've got the tokens up here. I'm going to explain the pricing at the end. Okay, so I'm actually going to go with this one, and the prompt that I entered was 3 resemblance and 1 creativity. The reason why I want to go with this one is because it does add more detail, you can see there, but it keeps it very similar to the original photo, so not much changes. Now what that actually did is that it actually upscaled it at the bottom here, 2912 to 1632. So let's download the image. This is the first step. All right, so the image is downloaded. I want to grab it and put it back over here. We're going to enhance it again. You can see now it's going to enhance it to 5824 to 3264. Again, I'm going to do a few examples. I'm going to find the one that resembles it the most. All right, so I'm actually going to go with the same enhancement as before, which was 3 resemblance and 1 creativity again. And yeah, you can see there, it hasn't changed much, but it definitely has upscaled it. So we've downloaded the image, and now I've uploaded it onto Photoshop. And if you can't do this, if you don't have Photoshop, I'm sure you can do this in Paint. All we're going to do is we're going to be cropping the image. I obtained this information from ChatGPT. Essentially, it's going to tell me how much to zoom in by. So we're going to go for a 4x zoom. So we have to actually bring the pixels for the width and height down to this one. It'll make sense once you give it a go, but this information will be in the description. Okay, guys, so don't freak out. All right, so you want to press C, and then you want to hold Shift. Okay. Now the number that we're looking for is 1456 by 816. So let's zoom in. All right, so we've got the dimensions 1456 by 816. So let's go now to where we're going to actually be cropping. So I want to make sure that we focus on the thumb area. So I just want to make sure I get it in a good spot. Let's go with here. All right, and there we go. We've cropped the image. Now we want to go over here and click on export. And we want to make sure that we select the highest quality, which is 7. Leave all this alone, export it, and just call it 4 times. All right, so we're going to go back to Magnific now, and we want to actually go back to the image that we just cropped. So there we go, we've uploaded it. This time around, I want you to add macro shot on there as well. I'm going to upscale it again, and I want to see which one gives me the most fingerprint detail. You won't believe it. Out of all of the results that I did, I'm actually happy with the same result, which is 3 resemblance and 1 creativity. Now, mind you guys, your settings will be different depending on what image you're actually trying to enhance. So for this one, this is working well, but it may not work well for a different image. But the level of detail that it's added because I added macro shot into this is just insane. Let's save this, let's crop it, and let's move on to the next one. All right, for the next crop, we need to get it to 728. So let's go to Photoshop again. All right, so we've cropped it. Let's export it. Remember, quality always. Now I've uploaded it. Let's stay with the same prompt and let's just use the same settings again. All right, so I've gone with the same settings, and it's kind of insane because you can sort of see the hair on the right here, which is sort of being picked up. It's a little bit skewed on the left here, but don't worry about it because we're going to zoom into this middle section anyway. But again, happy with the results there. So let's save this, crop it, and we'll go again. Now we're doing 16 times, so we need 364. All right, so I've cropped it. Let's export that and upload it to Magnific. All right, same prompt, same settings. Let's upscale this and see what results we get. Here are the results. We are sort of getting closer to, I mean, each individual piece of skin. Save it, crop it, and go again. Now we're doing 32 zoom, so 182 pixels. So there's the crop. It's actually getting really tiny now. Export that, and let's go and enhance this one. This one, we actually want to change it up a little bit with the prompt. Keep macro shot, but just add molecular structure 1.5. So I went back and actually changed the settings because I wasn't happy with the results. So the one that I'm going to go with is this one here, which is 7 resemblance and 4 creativity. Now, like I said, guys, it's different for every image, okay? Let's crop it. Let's move on to the next one. All right, now we need 64 zoom, so 91 pixels. All right, that crop's done. Let's go back over here and all right, that crop's done. I've uploaded it. Let's leave the prompt as is and let's play around and get the best result. All right, so I'm going to go with this one, which is 8 resemblance and 4 creativity. And like, look at this. This is starting to get insane. Let's crop it and do the last zoom. All right, so the last zoom is actually just telling us to do about 45 to about 25. There's no decimal points, but we'll figure it out. All right, we've got 128 uploaded. Let's keep the prompt the same. Let's play around with the settings and see which one. Look at the final size just quickly. 88 by 52. It's so small. So we actually ran into a bit of an error. For some reason, it's not enhancing the last image, maybe because it's so small. So I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why, but the 128 zoom is not working, but we've got it to 64. Let's just play with the results that we have for the time being anyway, okay? So now I've gone to Sony Vegas. This is my video editing software. You can upload it to your own one, but I'm going to show you guys just how to do it on here and how to sort of bring them both together. So I've now put all of the images next to each other, all 6 of them. We want to start off here, which is the first image, okay? This is just how you do it in my one, but yeah, I'm not too sure what video editing software you're using, but you'll figure it out. But to give you an idea, you want to go to the second last frame of the image, okay? And the reason why you want to do that is you want to zoom into the part where the next image starts, okay? So you want to go to the second last image. Now on the right here, you're going to go and you're going to enter the same dimensions that you did with the zoom. So it's 1456, you press tab, it automatically does the height for you, okay? So it's zoomed in on the second last image. We want to line it up perfectly. So this is what I do. I just sort of go left and right until it's perfectly matched up. All right, so if I go now, I have sort of lined up the second last frame and the start of the next frame. You can see there, they're sort of like literally on par with each other. So you're just going to repeat every single one of these for the next 5 images. All right, so here's the results. So we're zooming in now. Boom. Very nice, you know, like look at just the detail, and it's so nice. You can make this into a short, put some music behind it. I don't know, do whatever you want with it. All right, that one was a bit of a jump, sure, like it was a bit weird, but still, you get the idea, right? There we go, 64, and then boom, 128. Okay, I forgot to zoom in on that one anyway, but you get the point. So here are the rest of my examples. I've uploaded them onto Twitter. Here's a snowflake. And yeah, like you can sort of see the snowflake has a crystal. This was my first attempt, so don't kill me, guys. But I don't know, this is kind of cool. Yeah, like you kind of can see the edge of the snowflake, which I thought was awesome. I thought that still turned out all right. I think the most we went to was about 32. And then we zoomed in here, but this is completely blurry. Like I said, first attempt, that one wasn't too amazing. Here's my second attempt. I tried to do the human eye. This one came out all right as well. I kind of liked it. Gets a bit weird because, you know, it's the eye. This is 16 times. Yeah, and then we just moved down to the bottom here, 32. I think that's the most we went to, 32. So yeah, glob blurry. But I zoomed out in this part, which made it a bit nicer. This was the first example where I was actually very proud of this result. You've got sort of like a raindrop, and then we're zooming in, and you can see the city of Paris in the background. So I thought this was kind of nice. What I learned from this one is that I sort of wasn't thinking, where am I going to finish? So where is it going to be the final image? So I love that result. That one was very nice. And here's an example I did just before. I really like the reflection ones. This one, like, I don't know. It's kind of, it's all right. I like it. Yeah, 8 times. Then we get to the top of the pyramid. Yeah, I don't know. You know, it gets a bit, you know, it jumps a little bit as well. Like, I'm not the best at this, guys. This is me, like, I've done like maybe 5 examples. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of went a bit weird there as well. But still pretty cool, right? We're looking into a reflection of, I don't know, it's like, looks like a sphere of some sort. I don't know. Anyway, now just quickly, I wanted to just talk about the pricing of Magnific. Now, I literally did this for you guys. I got a subscription to see how good of the results we could do. Now, I thought this was a bit ludicrous because $39 just for the beginner, that's what I actually got. And it gave me about, look, I think from what I remember, I don't know how many tokens. I think it gave me about 4,000 tokens up here, if I could say it. And after all of that, everything, the testing, the videos were down to 885. So, I mean, you definitely get a good bunch of results. And that was like the first time me learning, and I have to do multiple results. So look, $39 is just ridiculous. Like, I don't know, that's too much if you ask me. Some of the other video generators and art generators, $39 is the top tier package. So that's the only thing I'll say bad about it. But anyway, guys, that's it for the video. I just wanted to show you guys how to do it. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you're able to maybe mimic this or even make it better. Comment in the section below. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.